Hello folks, today's video is about visiting a property and vetting it out for your rehab purpose. So this is the first step when you go visit a property and see if this is a property that you want to make an offer or not. So you already have some idea as to what the neighborhood is like. You of course know what is the offering price of the house, and but you want to go check it from inside to see what are the options, what are the possibilities. We have an appointment to see the property. Hopefully it's going to be vacant, so we can do what we need to do inside and check it out. So right now we're pulling into the property, and let's go see what's going on inside. If I'm breathing heavily, that's because I have a very heavy mask on my face. So here from outside, we can gauge is that we have aluminum siding, so which is okay because the current standards or what people like is vinyl, but this is a design that can pass as a vinyl once I paint it or power wash it, depending on so the color is pretty contemporary. I think we can get away with this color. We just need to power wash it and it's going to come out looking pretty nice. The roof does not look in good shape. We can also power wash the roof, and the tree up here we can trim it down. So those are the first things that we have to do, but the layout is pretty good. This is probably a 3-2 house right now, 3 bedroom 2 baths. So they have a 2-car garage, and I can already see that it's a newer garage door, which is a big attraction. I can see from here that the windows are aluminum. They're older windows. They will need to be changed. Probably also need to be changed in size as well, because this is not a desirable size for the windows. They need to be longer, basically coming further down towards the floor. So here, this house is situated on a main road, and so that's a big negative, because that's a double yellow, as we call it. This road has a double yellow line on it, and that's always a big negative. So we have to factor that into our offering or for our ARV, which is after repair value. And we have to factor in the fact that this is a double yellow and it's going to be less desirable. So consequently, there's no street parking. So whatever parking you have is on the driveway up here, which is probably can fit maybe 5 cars if you push it. And besides that, you're out of luck for parking. So that's another negative. So let's go check out the property, see what's going on inside. All right, so here we are walking to the property and entering the property. It seems like a nice layout, which is a common layout of living room to your left hand side. When you enter, I see hardwood floors, but they look to be in bad shape. So I don't know if these can be refinished, but it's a very good wood, has a lot of grain and character to it. So it has to be seen if this can be refinished and revived. So here's the main entry door, and it's kind of like on an L, the entry. So you enter into the house, straight down you have a hallway, probably leading to bedrooms, bathroom and kitchen. And towards a little bit left you have a stairs going to the second floor, and here you have your typical living room and dining room combination right up here. So I see wall units up here for AC. So this tells me there's no air conditioning in the house. And I see a duct for air, so it means it's forced air, which is a good thing. It means that the ducting is already in place inside the house. So let's go down. This is a exit door to the backyard. Nice decent sized backyard, I would say. We'll check it out later. So we go further down, and here's the kitchen. So it's actually not bad. So they have removed the face of the cabinets. If you notice, no doors. Don't know why. Probably they were in bad shape, so they thought best to remove that. But we have a granite top right up here, and center island, very desirable. Stainless steel appliances. We might keep them or sell them and get brand new ones, because they always are a good bang for the buck if you get brand new appliances. But these don't look too bad. The cabinets, I think, look decent. I can probably get new coverings on it and call it a day. We have hi-hats already in place, so that doesn't have to be done. Windows here have been replaced, so these are nice vinyl windows. A bay window with tiles. So all these things, they matter. They you know, because you have to keep the finishing in mind. And here on the other side of the kitchen, you have more cabinet space, always very, very desirable. A patio door leading to a small porch kind of place. Let's see. Okay, so this is locked. We're not going to tinker with it. They have a house next door. Probably need a fence in between. So from the kitchen, this is the dining, living, and here we are in the hallway that we saw at the entrance right from there. So now we're going to walk down the hallway so you can see what the layout is like. So again, living room, dining room. Through the dining we have a kitchen, and here we have a hallway that wraps around to the kitchen. So here we have one bedroom. It's decent size. Again, like mentioned from the outside, windows will definitely need to be changed, because let's verify what I was saying. And yep, these are very old windows. So aluminum on the outside, wood on the inside, definitely need to be changed. We probably need to make them a little longer. So if you can see up here, so they need to come further down for them to look nice and pretty, at least for the front rooms. So this is a decent sized room. Ducts up there, has a closet. The doors are decent, so they are newer doors, so no need to change the doors. This is what we call 6-panel. It's not brand new, but still very modern, so don't need to change the doors. Flooring throughout the house looks decent in these areas, because again, these are not as much used. So here we have another bedroom, nice size. So I like the bedroom sizes, they're pretty big. A closet, decent sized closet. So bedroom number 2, and here we have the bathroom. All right, so this is what we call a dated bathroom. So this whole thing needs to be ripped out, and we're gonna make it brand new. So it has a nice long vanity space. Maybe we'll utilize the whole thing or break it down into 2 pieces, his and hers, and have some empty space in between right up here, and probably accent that with some shelf or something. But definitely the tiles are coming off. Good that they have high hats, and here's your toilet seat, but the color of the tiles is like that needs to go. But a decent size common bath is what we call it. This is going to be fully renovated. Kitchen is we can probably salvage a lot of stuff. So here we have a pantry, typical, or linen closet if you want to call it. And here we have a door going downstairs. So let's see. All right. So walking down to the basement, and it's a nice high basement, which is always a big plus, because if the basement is high, then you can finish it off and call it a finished basement. Pretty decent space. Let me pull out my flashlight so I can show you what's going on. Or maybe they have lights up here. Yes, they do. Okay, so yeah, pretty big space. So we're gonna check the utilities. Here we have our water meter, and looks like they have a workshop set up here. Decent. I'm looking for the electric panel, which is right there. Let me see if I can show some light on it. So we have a sticker from 2018, I believe. So some work was done, and this is what we call a 200 amp panel. So this is big enough for us to do any renovations and add some more circuitry to it. So the panel doesn't need to be changed, because that's usually an expense. Not very big, but it can cost a couple of $1,000 depending on how you're getting it done. Here's your sewer. So sewer, we can see, is above ground from the basement perspective, what I mean. So basically you can't really add a bathroom here, because the sewer for the bathroom is going to be in the ground, and lo and behold, your main sewer line is above ground. So this is the level it's going to the street, so you need the elevation or slope for everything to flow. I mean, you can add a bathroom here, but we'll have to use a pump, which is going to pump up the sewer up to here and then out the house. So they have a laundry setup up here. Electric panel is 200 amps. And next is our furnace. Trying to find out where the furnace is. It could be very well upstairs because, oh, there's the utility room. So it's a very nice big basement. It can be finished off, of course, it's going to be money, but so here's our furnace, fairly old, and this tells you this is a gas furnace. So, and that's your gas meter right there. So they have public sewer, public electric, and public gas, which is always a good thing to have. Some houses don't have it, so then in that case you have a septic for sewer and well water for your water. So this looks fairly decent. Don't need to change this. This I will probably change it to a air conditioning unit because we saw air conditioners up there, so probably doesn't have air conditioning. This is only a heating furnace. It doesn't have the coil. So yep, yeah, it doesn't have the coil up here, meaning no air conditioning. Something easy to add on the existing unit. And if you cannot find a matching coil, then we just get a new furnace. And lo and behold, you have full air conditioning inside the house. Another thing to check is to look for telltale signs of underground tank, old tank removal. It's a big deal with EPA and contamination, and it can get very expensive. So I can typically scan and look for signs that any tank was ever there. And usually those signs are found close to the utility room, right up here. So I don't see any such thing, but nonetheless, one of our standard procedures before buying the house is we do an official oil tank sweep. That gives us a certificate telling us that there's no underground oil tank. So here, something to look out for. So you can see there's water marks. I mean, these are probably dried up, but at some point there was water here, so this has to be investigated. Probably not something big. Maybe they had a leak right there at the meter. Just gonna go check upstairs. Hello? All right, so we're gonna go check the upstairs level. So we're back on the first floor. Dining, living, kitchen, stairs, hallway, 2 bedrooms, and a bathroom. So this is for your orientation, so you know where we're going. So we're gonna go upstairs, and sorry for the heavy breathing. I have this mask on. So you walk up to the second floor, a nice full bathroom. This is your bathroom number 2, decent size. We'll probably change the tiles, or maybe we can keep them. This doesn't look too bad, but if you look over here, needs some finishing touches. Probably needs to be spruced up. So I will probably do a new trim, new caulking, and put a nice new vanity up here, which is bigger. This looks a little odd. I'll probably keep the wainscoting. Looks nice. Continue it further down and have a nice vanity up there. And here you have some shelving. So yeah, decent. Another common bathroom. Trim work needs to be applied here, which is nothing. So here you can see you don't have hardwood flooring up here, right? So this is laminate right here, and underneath that you have the subfloor. So this is your subfloor. So here probably we'll do all carpet, or maybe do new hardwood flooring. So this is bedroom number 3. A window, has tapered roof for some part of it, but still it's a decent sized bedroom. I wouldn't call it small. I wouldn't call it huge, but yeah, definitely can fly as a decent bedroom. So here we have closet space. All right, so let me show you what's going on inside. So it's a lot of space to make closet up here. So this is basically an attic. So you can easily make a closet up here, no big deal. You can see the ductwork for the conditioning. And this is a decent sized attic that I can probably get a nice walk-in closet out of. So we're gonna try to close this as best as we can. There we go. So 1 bedroom, bathroom, and 2 bedrooms on this floor. So 4 bedrooms in this house. Again, a decent size bedroom, wall unit for the AC like we saw downstairs. This can be easily fixed. Just change the furnace, make it a full air conditioning. This is actually a decent sized room. Nice closet too. So 2 bedrooms up here. There's a door. So here's a very nice cedar closet that you have. There you go. So people like that. So this is what we call a cedar closet. A lot of people, they like it. It's good for clothes and whatnot to keep the unwanted smells and your critters and bugs out of your clothing. Has parquet flooring. So this is a decent touch. We'll probably keep it like this. So this is it for the interior of the house. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. 2 on this floor, 2 on the first level, 2 baths, 1 on this level, 1 on the bottom level. So not really much space to add any more bathrooms or bedrooms, but I think the layout is okay. We can live with that. The only thing this house missing from being an ideal living space is a family room, which a lot of people want buying a house in this price range. So we don't have any space for a family room. You have your living room to entertain your guests and for the family at the same time. You have your dining, formal living, a kitchen. This can be possibly an eating kitchen as well. You can throw a couple of stools around the island, and that's it. So your family room can come from downstairs. There's a pretty big basement, so we'll see. So I'm gonna go step into the backyard, see. So it's a decent sized backyard, goes further out. I don't know how far down it goes. There's another house in the backyard, so maybe their limit is at least up until the shed that you see there. So there's an old shed. Let's go check it out. So has a padlock on it. Don't want to tinker with that. This probably will need to be knocked down, or maybe I can salvage it, make it look nice and pretty, paint it white and wash the roof. And this is probably the property line. So it's a decent size backyard, and the house shows nice from outside. From back it looks like a fairly large house. So this is what it looks like. Comes with its own yacht, or well, yeah, whatever that thing is. And here we have access to the garage, which is closed out. So there's a garage here that we saw from outside, a 2-car garage, but there's no access to the garage from the house, which is a bummer, and it's locked out as well. All right, so this is it for this property. And like I mentioned, let's go back. All right, so here you see we have vinyl siding in the back in some of the areas. So they have replaced some of the siding, which is good. But we'll paint it and make it all look the same color if we end up buying this house. So now we're gonna go back to our desk and run some numbers. Now we know what is the condition of the house from inside, and see what we can do, and then we'll make an offer and we'll keep you posted. So this is it for this part of the video. So here we are leaving the property and coming out of the driveway. The biggest negatives that I see with this property, like I mentioned in the beginning, is this is a double yellow road, not very desirable. Doesn't leave much space for parking. There's a side street 2 houses down, so where they can technically park there, but that's not the most desirable solution. Besides that, they have probably space for about 5, maybe maximum 6 cars, and then 2 in the garage, maybe 7-8 cars at max. So we're gonna go back to our office and run some numbers and see where we can be as far as current price, asking price is concerned, and where we want to be. Most likely we'll probably have to make a low ball offer, at least maybe, I don't know, I would say 40, 50 under asking, but it might be doable depending on how they are with the pricing, how negotiable or the sellers. This is not a bank-owned property. It's by a private party, still in the MLS, listed on the market. So we'll figure it out, and hang on in there until we get back to the office and see what offer can we make for this house.